This is the ePhotoInc Swing-Away 9x12 heat press. I wanted to try out making my own custom t-shirts, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money, so I searched for a while trying to find the best product for the best price. As with most things when you're on a budget, it's hard to know if what you're buying is any good, but the reviews for this model were pretty favorable, so I decided to try it. So it's a swing-away type heat press rather than the clamshell design that seems more common. I wanted a swing-away press because I thought it might be safer for a beginner, but you'll need plenty of space around it to make the feature very useful. Honestly, I'd probably go with a clamshell design if I were to buy another one. On the control panel is several buttons and it's pretty simple to use. You set your temperature and the timer, and then once you engage the press, you hit the timer button and it'll count down to 0 and then sounds off an alarm to let you know that the time is up. The material on the platform is pretty grippy and seems to hold garments pretty well. This is a shirt I did as a test using a 3D render of my Minecraft character. It turned out pretty well, but there is some cracking if you stretch the material horizontally. I don't know if that's normal or not, but it's holding up pretty well after 3 washes and dry sessions. This is the transfer paper I bought from Photo Paper Direct. I read online that the store-bought stuff isn't that great, so I found this one online. They have a YouTube channel with some helpful videos and stuff, so I decided to try it. It's reasonably priced and it seems to work pretty well. The design I'm printing in this video is a logo I made for my pseudo apparel brand. As you can see, I printed the image directly, which was a mistake because I'm using light transfer paper, meaning the image needs to be reversed due to the way it's going to be pressed onto the shirt. So I reversed it and printed it on the other half of the sheet, so all I had to do was cut out the design. Since it's light transfer paper, I don't have to cut it too precisely, but I try to get fairly close. So now I just turn on the heat press and set the temperature and make sure the timer is set to the appropriate duration. The transfer paper comes with a sheet of wax paper, which you use to set the transfer once the image is on the garment. Once I place the shirt on the platform and get it positioned properly, I press it for about 30 seconds to iron out any wrinkles and to remove any moisture from the fabric. After that, I just place the design on the shirt, reset my timer for how long it needs to press, engage the heat press and lock it down, then turn on the timer and wait for it to beep. At this point, I can just peel away the backing of the transfer paper, and if all went according to plan, I should be left with a perfect image transfer. As you can see, this one turned out pretty okay. Now we take the wax paper, lay it over the design, and press the garment again, this time for a little bit longer. Temperature and times may vary depending on the paper and the heat press you're using, so I'm just going with the instructions that come with the paper. And there it is, the image has been transferred and set. So far I've been pretty pleased with the results from this press. It's a small press, but that's fine for a beginner who's just trying to get a feel for the process. So that's my review and demonstration for the ePhotoInc heat press. Thanks for watching.